Okay, let's go. Online connection staggered there at the front there. Stabilized, but nonetheless. Yeah, these things. Let's go. I presume there's like at least 3 of these. Is Klondike given into Grace horseshit? It's interesting the Red Dog is the one who hasn't, but I guess he is too rash and brash. Rash and brash for it. It's interesting that like basically all the Western 7 are here. At least most of them. Boom. I'm spooked. Hello, Hammer.
待たせたか。今指定された座標を観測できる地点だ。確かにブラックロータスだな。そうか。そのまま破壊オーダーに移行できるか。それでもいいんだけどね。これはちょっと僕たちの仕事じゃなさそうだ。
Well, I think the store is officially over. What's the verdict? Let me move the mic closer. This is also close to the TV, so 14.5 whole euros. Fantastic. Fucking pricks. I would never use that place again. 14.5 euros. After all that. Yeah, that is rather hefty. What is that? That must be like a shoulder-mounted rail cannon. Hello, Mamley.
ちょっと前にブラックロータスへクロンダイク機が収容されたのを見た。で、その前にリーパーが陣取ってた。
Oh boy, too.
ちょっかい出してやろうと思ったら、すげえ遠距離からバカみたいな精度で当ててきやがった。片付けてやってもよかったんだが、ただそちらさんに許可なくあの二人を殺していいもんかなってね。
Might as well, also.
そうね。
兄貴の敵は俺の敵だ。お前らぶっ殺すぞ。だから相談してんだろ。感謝しろよ。傭兵同士の仁義ってやつだ。住所、お願いだ。俺を行かせてくれ。クロンダイクと戦えるのか。これは何かの間違いだ。俺が行って兄貴を説得する。
I do like Red Dog's voice actor. He does a good job. Getting like the manic, like time.
さっさと決めてほしいね。僕たちは連中を説得するつもりはないぜ。私が行きましょう。説得するにしても殺すにしても私が適任です。
110 euros for 3 games. In the end, it was 96 for 2. Ugh. It's like 48 for 2, 48 for 1 each. Like, that's not great. It's still bullshit. Like, considering the amount of time they made you wait about, just fucking about while keeping your money, like 14.5 is still, it's like, just fuck off with that.
クロンダイクを説得する材料にできるかもしれません。私たちが失敗したら追加オーダーをかけてください。ねえムレツ、お前いいやつだったんだな。致し方あるまい。あと一人だが。
Yes, sir.
は？うち？無理の無理。団長に殺されたくないもん。
ではルーキー、頼めるか。
I know, and you're still calling me a rookie. I have beaten the apparently invincible Grief twice.
経験者が同行してくれるのはありがたいですね。私からも。
Both instances were 1v3 scenarios, actually.
決まったみたいだな。じゃあ俺たちは帰還させてもらうぜ。
そうしてくれ。おそらくあの二人もブラックロータスの影響を受けているだろう。一筋縄ではいかんオーダーだが不可能ではない。
アーセナルの整備に入ります。レッドドッグ行きますよ。
戦闘なんて起きないぜ。兄貴が俺を攻撃するわけがね
Yeah.
え。済むなら撃たなくていい。だが
Sounds like it, honestly.
準備をしていけ。
Not even half of what paid per game.
わかってるって。じゃあ後でな。
I'm like, that's after, like, what? It was near a full month, wasn't it? If not a full month, exactly. It's simple enough. You kill one, you kill the other. Maybe we hidden Reaper down, I drill him with 2 assault rifles in the back, he dies. And then we just hope the other one stops fidgeting long enough for me to hit him with a laser. Or the other way around, one of the 2. If they die, they die. Apparently, I don't have a choice in that matter. Last game. Alright, that's Klondike's whole thing. It is nice to have a mission where you attack team with red, though, considering literally every time we've seen him, he's been an enemy. Oh, Names is already fucking getting into the thick of it.
レッドドッグ落ち着け。すでに団長の射程距離です。
レッドにネームレスか。名称にしては凡庸な婦人だな。いや、ルーキーがいるのか。
He's got a sniper out there.
リーパー、そいつらと遊んでやれ。私はもう少しこのおもちゃで遊ぶ。
ネームレス、撤退しろ。すでにお前たちをロックオンしている。前期3回、オーダーを開始します。
He didn't expect us to actually fight, huh?
リーパー機から過度のフェムト反応を検出しました。ブラックロータスの影響を受けているものと思われます。気をつけてください。
Does barely any damage, but it does have knockback. That hurts a bit more.
ではあなたに戦う目的があるというのだ。予断を捨ててまで。私たちは社会には馴染めなかったものばかり。私たちはここにしか居場所が兵器を生産し終えるためだけにここ。だがあなたは違う。
I wish I could shoot things straight up like that.
ウエストセブンを結成したのです。我々にオーダーを拒否する権利はない。分かっているはずだ。
Oh boy. Aniki is, you know, the word for brother. And, well, it's also, you know, like slang for bro, basically. So he's basically shouting bro at Klondike, who is his bro.
目標からアーセナルが出現。クロンダイク機です。
兄貴。
やれやれ、使えないな。息子一人の命のために信頼の厚かった部下たちを切り捨てるような男だ。やはりその程度か。
黙れ。俺はまだ戦える。
You did a lot, I figured. But that's why he's shouting it.
ネームレスはお前相手では物足りなさそうだぞ。私がゲームを面白くしてやる。
He is a dependent idiot. Be fair to him.
試してみたいしな。すぐに死ぬなよ。面白く。
兄貴、ネームレスを殺せば俺も連れて行ってくれる。俺は兄貴が言ってくれれば何だってできる。誰だって殺せるんだ。
レッドドッグ裏切るつもりですか。
Turn on this red dog, I'll kill you first.
よくぞ
He's gonna tell him to die.
どうしてだよ兄貴。
ネームレスを殺したらだと。そういうのは殺してから言うものだ。お前はいつもグズだった。常に足手まとい。
It betrayed him.
もううんざりなんだよ。
お兄ちゃん、そんなこと言わないでくれよ。
I love it when he just stops moving for a bit so I can just deal with him.
聞いてくれ。
弟よ、そろそろ独り立ちしたらどうだ。一人で地獄へ行け。
That was a proper bitter only channel. Hi. I stagger for too long between explosions. What did you at match me?
50%に達しました。オーダーを継続してください。
リーパー、ブラックロータスを守れ。これが破壊されればお前の息子の命も助からないんだぞ。分かっている。だったら役目を果たせ。少しで完成するんだ。
There we go. Eat shit.
誰にも渡すものか。
Because of this being Gavin walking and making me do. Not that you could hear it. I don't know, I believe in your lungs, Emily. I believe in the strength of your and vigor of your voice. I'll just go that we get faster and farther. That fucking stagger that hurts the most. Don't have the femto. Just chasing names no matter what. Easy, bitch. Till you die here. The giant nerd is there. It does hit fucking hard.
もはやあなたに勝ち目はありません。ここで屈するわけにはいかない。息子の命を救えなければ。
The nerds are too powerful.
捨てたのかわからなくなる。あいつだけでいいんだ。息子一人だけでも新しい人類として。そんなことだから私に負けるのです。私たちを捨てて。
I get quests, which means more events. It never ends.
救うのはグリーフではない。あなた自身だ。しかし失敗すれば息子は助からん。
Start Dragon's Dogma when you started streaming.
どうでしょう。
あなたの言う通り、暗号化されたメガデータの中にウエストセブンについての記録があったわ。リーパー、あなたの息子さん、アウター症候群ね。スカイユニオンに保護という名目で軟禁されている。
そうだ。アウター化に肉体が対応しきれない。あと数年後に。
Also, fuck the extra. Yeah.
多分。
The extra will get better, and then around the point you start getting used to it and going, yeah, that's better. Lunastra appears, and then it's just like, oh well, fuck Lunastra.
世の中すべてのアウター症候群は治せないけど、私の能力で遺伝子解析をすれば
Installed OBS yesterday. Yay.
この地獄で得た知識を合わせれば可能よ。
The Master has nothing on Teostra. Are you sure you haven't mixed them up? Because a Teostra I can just walk through half of its attacks with my fire armor. A Lunastra will fucking kill me from foe still. Well, if it's like one of its heavier attacks.
戻れるのか。私たちには旅団が必要です。そして旅団にはあなたが必要。
It's like a Teostra is like one of the main game bosses. It's whatever, but the Lunastra is the Lunastra is the big blue one. Like the Teostra is the red one.
しかし、あなたはただ命令すればいい。私たちは従うべき。それが私。
I mean, maybe that's the case, but like in standard, like fighting the Lunastra is one of the biggest bastards in the whole game, whereas the Teostra is just like a regular get you fighting storyline. Bit of a prick, but once you have fire armor and like ice weapons, you're good. I like this turn. You do depend on playstyle, yes.
ブラックロータスの破壊だった。その通りです。命令だ。オーダーを続行せよ。了解。
I mean, I'm glad you defected and all, but why is it after? So that's dick. Starting in the middle of the sword clash. I do like that though. With beating Reaper into a pulp and you just turn sides. And I need to find a health kit before we go beat the living shit out of Klondike. His face is the only weak point with it. Okay, that probably explains some things. So with Dual Blade, you can just stand under, like, at him, underneath him, with the side of him, wherever, and just go fucking ape shit. Like, it's just easy. Once you have, like, you know, the ability to resist fire and, like, stand through his fire, or it's just, like, a simple fight. Benefits of the Dual Blades, I suppose. 4 monsters and 2 is the last. Oh, it's that one. One Astraeus is near empty, one Astraeus is near full. Or does that even happen?
戦してくるやつは全部敵だ。いや。
Alright, let's go. Where are you? Hello, Dove. Also, yeah, no, the gun wouldn't have anywhere near enough ammo for that. For like a 4 monster run, especially not Elder Dragons. They're all the way down there, fuck me. Daemon X Mech is pretty good. It's a fairly standard like third-person arcade mech shooter, but it's a really good one. It's very well executed, which is not surprising considering the staff are all like ex-Armored Core guys. producer and all the main staff are former From Software Armored Core devs in particular. I think it's actually like he was either like a main designer or director or producer for Armored Core. Is now like producer and executive director on this one, and it really shows. Like this plays very like Armored Core, just a tad more ridiculous and arcadey. Man, Klondike, you wanna fucking die by all means.
劣勢なのは分かっているはずです。投降すれば命までは取ります。ゲームの駒としては私はお前の言う劣勢だ。
Also pretty wild. Must be said.
これほど面白い局面はない。ここからさらに面白くしてやる。ワクワクしてこない。
I'm clipping him, yeah.
自分の命よりもゲームを選ぶというのです。クロンダイク、あなたは。
Andy. Oh, you're one of these guys, alright. He lives in a society, don't you know? He's a vampire the masquerade, but I had no idea how to defeat the giant slug boss. Or I had no idea how to sorry about that. And when I looked it up online, I found it was bug. I found people in the forum saying you can't even defeat it. How will you ever defeat the giant bat boss? Can't even defeat the giant slug boss. How will you ever defeat the giant bat boss? When I finally got to the giant bat, it was a super easy fight. Daemon has a bunch of attacks that leave fire on the ground but do no actual damage to me directly. That's very strange. Because at least prior to my Iceborne armor, I've not tried it on Elite Mastery yet. Like, the Nastra's aura, just standing near it will just destroy me. Will deal a lot of damage. I'm using full Rathian high rank set. Does that have like good like flame resistance, or your fire resistance isn't even bad? It's very odd. KO hits way harder. Weird mix of mission plus armors, I guess. He's done it now. He's become a real man, remember? Died the Devil Jew. So no, I didn't die to died the Devil Jew. Fair, really. Has a Devil Jew as well, because why even live? Why would anything nice ever happen? Why, like, you know, why not just fight a Nastra? Why not also just fight a Devil Jew as well? I still need to actually fight a savage Devil Jew. We fucked about with him. One of them's been around, one of them's owned me before by throwing another monster into me. But we never actually, fought him. Like, one head on. So I hope you don't mind there, Red Dog, but I'm taking his flamethrower. Call me a grave robber, but hey, you know, might as well. It's a better flamethrower than what I have, maybe. Oh, Klondike's dead. It's funny, because he seemed like a craftier one who probably would have survived. I expected if anyone, Red Dog would have died. Given their intro and how battle crazy and all he was. And how wily the other ones seemed, but then he was just like, I am the game master, you can't defeat me. And well. I mean, hey, it's nice to see Red Dog get some development at least. One from Innocence, one from Western 7. Terrors are going to be the final or penultimate boss. Was there a rebel from Gun Empress's squad? Oh, but the Crimson Lord will be one of these. We'll have to fucking put him in the dirt. So there's that. Let's see about this flamethrower then. It's a bit longer, but a bit less damage. Oh well. The best timer right now is a plushie of a Danny Crick on a stick with a pin stuck to it. Just fireworks. Alright, who's this then?
よく来てくれた。全解放旅団に情報を共有する前にお前たちの意見を聞かせてほしい。ほう。
まず一つ目だけど、新たなブラックロータスの場所が判明したわ。
Right, his sister went fuck wild. She's one of the rebels. An event item I wasn't planning on using, but I was able to upgrade it after Nerd Gigante. It's using my best weapon, my best hammer for now. Over 1,000 damage with poison. Oh damn. Called Citadel Forged of Fire. That sounds vaguely familiar. Online RPG, but not an MMO. It has maximum 50 players per server. One of those games are strong focused on crafting. Didn't plan on playing it after the free weekend, but I thought it would be nice to play something I usually wouldn't. Playing for a bit, I realized that it's pretty boring to play alone. I mean, it's so often the way with not just MMOs, but like, you know, online RPGs in general, I find. Like, if it's online, then it's a kind of a social thing. Even it's not massively, it's still a multiplayer online RPG. I think Klondike was just fucking wild. You kind of wanted to talk Guns Empress, you briefly sided with Grief to get all this data. Oh well, fuck. He wants to drop even more of the moon on the planet? Oh, I was playing with me, but it was pretty late, and you said you would stream on Sunday evening, so I didn't. Then you betrayed me. That's because David actually told me when I was at his on Saturday that he was going to stream Sunday night. I was like, oh well, fuck. I will defer to him. And Chris was like, hey, do you want to watch anime? I was like, okay, I'll defer to that. And then they both fucked off to watch Northern Ireland play Outer Worlds. And by the time they did that, I was like, well, a bit too late to get a, you know, an average length stream in. And I was like, ah, fuck it. I got writing about Links in the Past to do. Everyone makes plans at me, then retracts them at the final moment. He wants to drop the entire moon upon the planet. Controlling gravity itself. Oh, so that's what he's doing. It's like he's binding people to these gravity generators. There's nothing complex about that.
なことをすればこの星はどうなる。グリーフの目的は新しい人類に進化することではなかったのか。
知らないわよ。グリーフに聞いてくれる？それと嬉しくない情報がもう一つあるんだけど。
You can summarize it as all David's fault that I couldn't play Citadel Forge of Fire with Hammer. Yes, exactly.
まだあるのか。
God damn you, David, and your cur-like nature. Your shifting words and priorities. I mean, I figure that's why they brought him in, you know. Oh.
なるほど。そうなんだな。この件に関しては、オーダーの発令と部隊の編成をお前に一任する。必要なものが。
This is a lot more like due diligence and deference to Savior than you ever fucking gave Red Dog Brigadier. I'm just saying.
気遣い感謝する。だが、これは我がバランタイン家の問題でもある。助力は必要ない。ナイト。
はい、坊ちゃま。
We're going. Okay, you want to rescue. That's why I was almost expecting to say we're going to kill her. Wouldn't put it past him.
ですが坊ちゃま、一つよろしいですかな。
なんだ。
I probably would have played you too. Oh.
助力を頼むべきお方が一人いらっしゃるのでは。
ルーキー。
I like that sigh before you said it.
姉を助けたい。お前の力が必要だ。急げよルーキー。私に遅れを取るようなら連れて行く意味がない。
Nah, this Savior's name actually gets to be true now. I mean, it already did once. He actually came and saved us. Not even like, oh, you didn't actually need his help, because I actually was very happy to have a man with just an unlimited sword turn up when I was low on ammo against fucking terrors. Or whoever it was, then it was terrors. He's more or less managed to redeem himself after his initial steps in the game.
どうしてルーキーなら彼を助けられると思ったの？だから
戦友とはそういうものだ。ルーキー、セイビアを頼んだ。
Alright. Well, as far as I know, this is gonna be a 3v1, like the first one was. Because she, well, she might have resurrected one of the two mad sisters. The zombie sisters. Because apparently that's it. They were zombies all along. One of the game changes, you go into that one mission unarmed. I think like it will change if you go in outside your mech. You might not have to fight, but I'm not sure how it would go. Maybe you have to defend the Black Lotuses instead of destroying them if that happens? I don't know. See what everyone has to say first before we just run up to that.
あれがブラックロータスですな。あそこにネメシスお嬢様がおられると。
I doubt I can go back to it. I don't think I could go back to it and change the thing anyway.
決まっているだろう。お前を救いに来た。
逆でしょ。私がセイビア、あなたを救ってあげるの。不甲斐ない当主様をね。
もう言葉では救ってやれんのだな。姿を現せ、ネメシス。
いいわ。少しだけ遊んであげる。かかってらっしゃい、セイビア。
Oh, everything's appeared now. Just clearing out all that shit. We're getting into the breathing room. Where's the jammers?
昔を思い出すわね。小さい頃は何だって私の言うことを聞いてくれたの。あの可愛かったセイビアはどこへ行ってしまったのかしら。
What is it? You get sued in the Daemon?
しそうな声を聞かせてちょうだい。私たちが受けた苦しみはこんなものじゃないのよ。
This is a sturdy piece of shit, this one.
知っているからこそ
Right.
私はお前を救いに来たのだ。
そう。死ぬ以上の苦しみを覚悟してるってことに
Now, where are these two?
存分に思い知らせてあげるわ。
オードブルとしては及第点ですから。
Not so good at chasing rising opponents. And her mech is allegedly stronger, but it's not so good at tanking bullets still. The inherent powers of gravity don't do that much for you apparently. Let's see if you're going down. So where's she? She picked back up. Hey, as long as she's not interested in shooting me, let's just fucking follow him, Pep.
ハエがうるさいわ。私とセービアの仰せを邪魔しないでいただける？
Over
ネ
on
ミ
the
ス
radar
お嬢様の期待は手に
scan.
負
Where's
え
the
ませ
purple
んな。
piece of
で
shit?
すが坊ちゃまの剣にもためらいが感じられます。
私が手を抜いているというのか。そんなことはない。
手加減してくれているの？自分が死にそうなのに？
Where's her missiles?
セービア。
そうです。坊ちゃまはお優しい。無意識のうちに本気を出せないのでしょうが。ですが坊ちゃま、試合を
I know what? The radar jammer's hurt. That's what the shit on her
お嬢
shoulders
様
is.
は本気です。
That's mildly irritating.
分かっている。
ルーキー殿、ブラックロータスが機能低下すれば、お嬢様の期待も
Oh yeah, I know how to take her down as she is. Power of gravity won't stop can't save her.
お嬢様、覚悟なさいませ。
正面から突撃？舐められたもんね。そんなものは
ナイト。
置いたわね、ジー
So much for being like a legendary black arsenal user. Withdrawing from the front line. Well, he ain't dead.
手をかけるとは貴様。
良いのです、坊ちゃま。しかし、これで目が覚めたでしょう。お嬢様は、坊ちゃまをお殺しになるつもりです。ルーキー殿、坊ちゃまを頼みます。
Doing the best that I can, mate. Doing the best that I can.
もう私の知っているネメシスではないのだ。
You're one of the goddamn
少しも
speed
変わっていない
mechs.
わ。変わったのはセイビー、あなたでしょう。
確かに私は変わった。
By all means, just stand there and eat it.
目標へのダメージ蓄積が 50% に達しました。
反応速度が鈍ってきた。そろそろ疲れてきたんじゃなくて。
Savior, I would like you to stop walking in front of me.
私には
I'm trying to shoot your sister. I know you might not want me to, but it needs to be done.
可愛くない。そうだ。私がセイビア。
It's not the gun I want you to take out.
新しい世界、新しいセイビアと世界を導くのだわ。いい考えだと思わなくて。
ネメシス。
したら古いセイビアは一本ずつ順番に手足をもいで花瓶に語りましょう。心配しなくてもいいのよ。毎日抱きしめてあげるわ。
目標へのダメージ蓄積
The
が
damage to the target is reached. You could do.
どうしてそんなに抗うの？私はこんなにあなたのことを愛しているのに。
Yeah, he really is just doing his absolute damnedest to stay between us.
お前を救うというはずだ。
面倒だ。やっぱり殺そうかしら。
Maybe it's intentional. He has a shield. Is he trying to shield me? Because he's not doing the greatest job, it must be said.
それが悲しみしか生まないことを知っているはずだろう。
Like, I respect the idea of it, but
後悔など意味はない。
it's kind of hard to shoot over a mech's shoulders.
誰も救えない。だが、私過ち 二度と過ちを犯さない。だからネメシス。
目標へのダメージ蓄積が 90% に達しました。ブラックロータスの機能低下を確認。
どうして私の思い通りにならない。こいつもこいつも殺してやる。
私とルーキーの作戦が効いてきたか。
私を助けなさい、グリーフ。どうして助けに来ないの。
Why would he? Really, why the fuck would he ever? I know you're crazy, but still.
過ちの繰り返しなんだ。
私を殺すの。あなたの言う正義のもとに。
Literally what you were about to do,
我
right?
が姉を殺す正義なんて誰も認めるわけがないでしょう。私を救いたいなら私に殺されなさい。それだけが私を救う方法よ。
シス、それは違う。私たちの間に必要なのは正義とない。バランタイン家に呪われた掟を捨てる勇気だ。私はそれをルーキーや他の傭兵たちから教えられた。
For sick, Holly's Valentine. He's doing it, he's dropping his pride. You know what, I will let you, fine. You're determined to stop me from doing it anyway, you might as well.
何もかも滅べばいいのよ。あなたの墓は新しい世界の一番見晴らしのいい場所に建ててあげる。
そうではない。世界は美しい。優しい風が吹く丘で夕暮れを眺めて微笑んだことがあっただろう。
そんなもの覚えていないわ。
バランタイン家の過ちは私の過ちだ。私がお前をそこまで。
Speaking of, we need to have a chat about the whole zombie sisters thing.
だったらどうするの。
You fucking did that, man, or at least your heist did, and that needs to be challenged.
これより愛をもって救済を執行する。いざ。すまないネメシス。他に方法があったのかもしれない。だが
ありがとうセイビア。愛しているわ。
目標の破壊を確認しました。オーダーを達成しました。
フォー、ナイトの保護を要請してくれ。それと姉を見たい。
Quickly, before he realizes.
いや、そっちは必要ない。
了解しました。ナイトの保護を要請しました。
帰るぞルーキー。ヘブンとアビス。
Oh, they survived. God bless.
起きた時に誰もいないのではきっと寂しがる。
了解しました。機関シーケンスを展開します。
Played some more layers of fear.
私は前に進む。
I think around 80% through the game now, my opinion didn't really change much. It's just shame because it has many cool ideas. Premise of horror game about paintings, or the paintings changed. Almost all the problems come from sound design. Ah, that is actually pretty killer for horror games. If you ever want to have just like a fucking laugh and a half, go look up the American release of the original PS1 Resident Evil. Like, look up its soundtrack and just... There's one track in particular, it's just all horns. Just listen to it and realize that was picked for a horror game. And, you know, just kind of laugh and cry. Level design, everything else pretty good. Seems he focused on building up atmosphere, but then randomly makes loud noises, ruining it. It's not the American version, it's the director's cut. Ah. Oh yeah, the director's cut then. Just look that up. Oh. Hammer clearly knows it. He can get the rights back. Ah. Interesting. I didn't realize there was an actual rights issue, but I thought it was like just a change because for whatever reason. Rights makes the most sense thinking about it. It's still a fucking tragedy though. Like, even if you couldn't get the rights back, like, why did you run with that one? Yeah, okay, probably didn't have any time to get it much better either. Okay, but still. Still. Chris is not happy about this, is he not? Is this on about, like, the spoiler thing he was on about, or is it on about the changes with Royal or something? Walking past the painting and seeing this change to something else. Creepy. Doing the same thing when someone randomly mutilates a violin. Annoying. That sounds about right. There's too many horror things now I rely on, like, just fucking, like, scare codes and shit for their scares instead of just letting the thing happen. Some of the most striking, like, scares I've seen in media are just things that just happen unannounced with no, like, arrival sound or anything. Like, they just happen, and that's just it. Like, something just appears and vanishes, and that's it. No spook, nothing. And that sort of shit will give me the absolute shits a lot more than the other fucking scare chord will. Because something appears and goes away with no sound or fanfare, it might still be there. And you just have to go like, it didn't make a noise, it didn't do anything, and that is just like, just tense up, like, where is it? Whereas, you know, something that announces itself with, like, just bombastic blasting, and it's kind of gonna, you'll jump because it's loud, but, you know, it's like, this is an event, ooh. It's the understated things, really. It's like in, I think it was Silent Hill 3, there's some rooms you'll go in, and when you come back around, the room is just changed. And, like, that's the sort of thing that just makes you go, like something bad is about to happen. Like, I'm in Scary Town now. Something's going to be mean to me. Let's have a look. Is this more about the... You're right, though, about that hammer. Like, it's weird that they were extremely, like, petty and, like, highly defensive and asinine about streaming and videos and all the rest of it with, like, their blockades of, like, certain likes of the game and all that. But now, Alice Japaners out there blasting around, like, a fairly major spoiler. Like, it's not one that's, like, particularly surprising when you're halfway through the game, but it's one that's just out there. Oh, so this showed all of the palace owners. That's what. Oh, Jesus. They really just don't give a shit, do they? It's fucking weird, because, like, even Persona 4 Golden, they didn't give away... Like, okay, they sort of give away one of the spoilers when they're announcing the new stuff. Which they kind of... They sort of had to, given what, like, one of the new content things they were adding was. It was, like, a alternate ending, essentially. But even then, they didn't reveal, like, all the dungeons, they didn't reveal all the people in the dungeons, they didn't do any of that shit. But Persona 5, they really just don't give a shit. They're just outing all of it. And that's, like, weird. Especially since I doubt that, so this is all Horizons at fault, effectively, for enabling this. I mean, what a Persona's scrambled eggs. I'm actually looking forward to that one. Yeah, it's just like... I was already fairly interested, because, you know, why not? I do like a Musu here and there, but seeing that they're actually going, like, the wee special length and doing main game, like, little plot sequences and stuff in areas, that's actually pretty rad. It's not the first Warriors or Warrior style game to do that sort of thing. Like, quite a few of them, even the main Warriors games have, like, you know, relationship systems and plenty, like heaps of dialogue and shit all the time. But it's nice to see that the spin-offs getting that sort of attention too, because some of them are just fairly simplistic. Very hard in PT, the ghost grabs your head, hits her face aggressively with the ears while breaking your neck. Oh, do I ever. They exactly copied that animation and really like to show it off to you regularly. Oh, good. What the fuck? I don't know if that noise came on mic. I feel like someone fucking forget. 4. I guess this is gonna be Crimson Lord. I'm gonna guess that means there's a sequence where there's a spooky ghost lady who's going to routinely just like fight and kill you, and if that's the case, that's one of those major pet peeves of mine with modern horror games. And she was right. People who set these up aren't very creative. I mean, if you're asking now, there's probably 4. Yep. That sounds like a... Maybe that's the TV downstairs? Maybe I'm losing my mind. Fair. I mean, how talented was he if Grief, you know, like schooled him and broke his mind by just jumping and then landing on him in one motion?
そう考えるのが妥当だろう。
ちょっと待ってくれ。もう一つ疑問がある。座標はあくまで予想であって観測されたわけ。
There are no chase scenes, so every time you get attacked by the monster, it's scripted. I've seen this exact same animation 3 times. Oh, oh, that hurts a bit more. They just reuse the same one 3 times. Oh. It's one thing if it's a thing you can keep stumbling into yourself to proc. It's another when it's, you know, something the game is doing deliberately. No one have telescopes anymore. You get a really big fucking scope and just scar their world. Thanks, Immortals.
4期目のブラックロータスはこれまでの3期よりもドミネーターとの同調試験に時間をかけている。
And after this, it's gotta be like fight Grief again, and then presumably fight the Dominator, or Grief in the Dominator, or whatever the fuck.
グリーフの罠という可能性もある。そういう絡め手を好む男だ。
周囲の言う通りだ。全戦力を投入していざ現地に着いたら罠だった。
We're screwed. Oh, you know what that is? That's probably a game my mom's playing on her laptop, like a Mahjong game or something. That noise I'm hearing is like a board being cleared or something. He picks that moment to drop the moon on our head.
もしブラックロータスが存在すれば全旅団を投入するオーダーを発令してください。
I feel like
簡単そうに言うがな、ジョニー。ブラックロータスがあればそこには少佐がいるってことだ。お前がどうにかできる相手じゃないぞ。
I don't know, man. I've fought alongside Johnny before, and while he is an idiot, he certainly seems a lot better at this than Crimson.
最悪俺が死ぬだけですよ。お前、そこまで分かって。
俺も行こう。
少尉。
俺は死ぬ気はありませんよ。そこにあるのがブラックロータスだろうと、グリーフの罠だろうと。
よかろう。ディアブロ少尉
That means it's slot number 3.
当該座標へ赴き、ブラックロータスの存在を確認しろ。
了解。話は聞いてただろ、ルキ。もちろん来てくれるよな。
I mean, I've been present for all 3. Let's go.
すぐにアーセナルの準備をしてくれ。ジョニー G、俺たちもだ。
超いこそ急げよ。俺ならいつでも出られる。ずっと準備してたんだ。
お前には助けられてばかりだな。
I don't know how many missions have we been on.
オーダーに乗せられんが死ぬな。
As you're probably finishing this day, what's next? Up next is Blasphemous. And potentially River City Girls. As Chris found out that it is on like Steam's like remote play beta, like remote local play beta. That is like River City Girls is on that. So if we can test that out with either that or some other game, and that works and it's not like laggy as shit or anything, that's on the docket. I don't know when we'll start that, but it's on the docket. And if, you know, it doesn't work out, then I will probably, whenever my copy of River City Girls arrives, I'll be on there eventually. But right now it's looking like Blasphemous, then Deadly Premonition. This one's very crimson, isn't it? But yeah, I'm looking forward to Blasphemous. I'm interested to see like all of its enemy designs and sprite work and shit, because that was like the most striking aspect of it, like a reveal and all that. Pardon me. I heard it plays really well too, so you know, yay. And seems pretty clear cut. I think I'll continue playing Crusader Kings 2 and encountered a bug that isn't game breaking but annoys me. So I have 2 images displaying the final results. Now we have a barrier right next time you can go into it. A communications buoy.
さて届くかな。
ジョニーか。結果はどうだ。
今データを送っています。バカ
で
か花が咲いてますよ。総出撃のオーダーをお願いします。
オーダーを達成しました。
よくやった。すぐにその場を離れて終わる。
通信部位を破壊された。
The fuck do you think it came from? It came from the big ass floor. Oh, that's not who we were meant to be seeing here today. And these two are just fucking scrubs. Oh.
クリムソンロード
Oh, so he's wising up and he's deciding to like, hey, maybe we shouldn't just have the people inside the tubes break free and get killed. Oh, whatever, we're bringing 3 corpses on today. Oh, tell me you're just gonna fall into the goddamn drink. Oh, you're so lucky your stamina recovered in time. So that's water down there. Are you seriously bullet weak? Are you for real right now? You're nearly dead already. He's just melting. Like, you're trying to get in my face and you're bullet weak. Buddy, you were not meant to come out into the battlefield.
背負わせていられるかよ。俺だって強くなってるんだ。
予想外の事態です。ですがブラックロータスを破壊されるわけに。
Where did he go?
ブラックロータスからアーセナル
Yep,
が
Crimson Lord's coming out because Gloom's already almost dead.
そろそろ私の出番。
I'll let him come.
クリムゾンロード、戻りなさい。まだ同調試験が終わっていないはずです。
だから出てきたんです。隙を落とされてからでは遅いからな。力は十分蓄えさせてもらった。
Yeah, you say so.
出てきたな、少佐。これがドミネーターの力か。悪くない。
手な真似を。戻りなさい。
邪魔だ。
You won't really demonstrate that power. Be a cool guy and cut down regret for us. Oh, maybe he did.
聞こえなかったのか。邪魔だと言った。
リグレット、これ以上の戦闘の続行は不可能だ。
Okay, he's the spook of them
感
all.
謝してほしいものだ。これを破壊されては困るのだ。
ここまでの演算結果をグリーフの元へ届けなければ仕方ありません。帰還しましょう。
さあ、これで邪魔者はいなくなった。
I mean, you can't be any worse. You can't be as bad as the guy who like is weak to bullets. So hey, you're one of these guys, really? He didn't seem like a little edgelord child. Must be so. Yeah, he's not weak to bullets, so he has that going for him.
他に理由などない。違う。
運送はあの人は強い人だった。
Well, that's Diablo to burn all his stamina for whatever reason. Oh, Diablo has the fucking zero shift. I really want to know what it is that what fucking utility thing this is, and how do I get one? If even he has it, and it's not just like the spooky weapon of like the bad guys. That being said, his armor isn't the best. He's not gun weak, but he's he's not the tankiest either. Like my assault rifles are doing a number on him for a dude that's meant to be like super strong. And granted, he just stood there and took basically 2 full clips to the face, but you know, still. Speaking of, where's these gits? I see you trying for me. Crimson Lord, you're not the best. Yeah, you don't even have the zero shift. I'll check this in a second, ammo. Oh, there he is. Just shooting me with a shotgun. I'm not using the laser right now, so fucking have at it. I mean, I guess that delayed shot projectile is pretty rad, but, you know, what good does it get you? Really should have brought a sniper rifle. Let's be real. To the map of Europe, including the land I control at the Mediterranean Sea and Lithuania. He's targeting me? Okay. I was wondering where he got to. And he's backed off again. I think he's trying to side up for like a sword strike or something, but he keeps backing off for whatever fucking reason. Yeah, you're fast, but speed is never alone, never gets anyone anywhere. Ironically. He's running out of stamina? Where the fuck is he? He's good at getting out of my sight and making me lose track of him. I give him that much. I'm trying to follow him on the radar, but I can never tell where he is exactly because of altitude. And you got your sword strike in. I'll give you that much. He's trying to do flybys of like a fucking shotgun from that distance. I know they're big mech shotguns, but the principle still applies. Fucking chase him a bit. That seemed to do a fair whack of damage, actually. No, lasers are not really good against the fast assholes. I'm probably better off with the missile system. Although I'm not sure the missiles will actually be able to chase him either. Maybe like a support thing like the heal pod will actually just be straight up better. Assault rifles though, like, earning their fucking keep, it must be said. That being said, when the fast asshole just runs at you, just in a straight line, not even trying to dodge, laser's pretty good. I get you're trying to just absorb into my body to get your melee hits in mid, but it's not ideal. Can I not pick up the assault rifle? The limits of my own humanity. I reject my humanity, rookie. You put him down a sec, I need to go find some more clips. These are on the ground, these are on the ground. Laser. Oh, Johnny, I'm pretty sure he's wrong. Like, hideously wrong. To Amami's comment, I also have a tributary state in the far northeast. I saw that there was a setting, but it doesn't allow having weird separated land far from your capital. Of course, that doesn't fix the underlying problems that allow you to have these enclaves in the first place, like how it absolutely doesn't matter if you can defend your land because of the weird way war works in this game. Might turn that setting on if I play a game. Fair. At least there is a setting for it. Crimson Lord, are you really just sad that there's someone better than you because they're younger? You're a shit master, quote unquote. He was sad that he was getting old and schooled by the new kids. Fooling around like we haven't just fucking blasted your brains out effectively. Give me a sec. Trying to copy that. Okay, well I got the link actually. Sick. Yep. Of course Firefox wants to update before it lets me open things. The secret of my power is I went for maximum durability and firepower and then just got guns with lots of bullets and or explosions. It's not that deep. You're not dual wielding double like Astra AS2s with a bazooka on backup and like a max power, like a Cleave Soulless laser sword on the other hand. Also, I'm the only one who uses the fucking Mirage. I love this map and just seeing Alba just dotted all over the fucking place. It's just the entirety of the UK and then just big chunks of the mainland are just Alba. And just over there, between the Papacy and Marie, just Alba. Glorious Irish. Well, the Anglo-Saxons have held on a fair whack, actually. But all Ireland, all the well, most of Scotland, about half of Wales, all Irish, that's respectable. You've done us proud. And that one, you've done us proud. You've done us right. And just.
あんたは道を踏み外した。あんたが手に入れたそれは強さじゃない。強さではないだと。そうだ。だったらそんなものに俺が負けるはずがない。あんたが誰にも負けなかったように。
Truth thinks is the right weapons and the right build, and the right build is maximum meat. Don't ask me why there's a small French area in Norway. You only spread culture to the areas that border directly with said culture, but the AI sometimes weirdly ignores the rules. It's not some stupid thing where like France happened to trade to that area a lot or something and just ended up pumping, like directly exporting culture to there or some shit, is it? Oh, Crimson Lord dies today. Oh wait, are we still fighting them together? Alright then, fine. I was expecting another cutscene death, but alright. See ya, Crimson Lord. Crimson Lord, more like Boner Lord.
死ぬまで戦い続けるのが武人だ。だが死ぬ前に老いを知った武人は死ぬしかなかろう。そんなこと、何よりも戦いがなくなることが恐ろしかった。戦場以外のどこで生きられるというのだ。
Kings 2 is not that involved, at least as far as I know, there's no mechanic like that. Fair enough. AI disadvantages. Oh, he thinks that because he's right, you boomer fuck.
私はついに負けるのだな。
何を言ってるんだ。まだ戦えるはずだ。少佐。
いや、時間切れだ。取り込んだドミネーターの因子が暴走を始めた。やはり制御にはあれが必要だったようだ。
こんな終わり方で俺はまだあんたに勝ってない。い
や、お前の勝ちだ。私はあの日から。
お前の姉を殺してしまったあの日からずっと死を求めてきた。だが
That hasn't come up before.
矜持を捨てることはできなかった。武人としての矜持、もういい。言葉に何の意味がある。
それを俺はあなたに教えられた。あなたの背中を追って
どちらかが生き残る。ただそれだけの主君だ。
I mean, I can't say I expected a cutscene like this to ever happen.
私がこれで死ねる。他の誰でもない。
It's not a bad way to go, and it's the reason you threw this mad temper tantrum and tried to drop the moon onto the face of the earth.
待ってくれ。まだ行くな。
グリーフに勝て。お前が正しいと信じる強さを証明しろ。強い男になったな。
That shotgun was perfectly posed to have it drop out of his hand.
畜生。なんでだよ。なんで俺はあなたより強く。どうして俺をこんなに強くしちまったんだよ。少佐。こんな戦いがあるから。軍曹も少佐も。
お前の言う通りだ。こんな戦いは終わらせなくてはならん。
Showed up in his mech in person, huh?
中将、遅いですよ。
そのようだな。だがよく生きていてくれた。
これで本当に終わりなんでしょうか。
ブリーフが姿を現さなかったのが気になりますが、奴にとってこれが最後の砦だったはずだ。
確かにな。だが月を落とす手段。
Are you sure like that? Are we sure the Dominator can't just pull the moon into the face of the earth by itself? I called dibs. Nah, it's all just armor. I'll take an arm. Why not? I was hoping for a sword or some sort of like fancy shoulder weapon or something. We have yet to actually kill or defeat someone who has the zero shift, I've noticed, so maybe I'll be able to tear that off of Grief if we run into him next. Parents, I watched the local news with my father. They said that Halloween is an American thing. But isn't it Irish? I don't think originally it was Irish. I think originally it was more of a general pagan thing or Celtic thing, wasn't it? Let's have a look. Let's find out. It's not an American thing. I'm pretty sure. Like, at most it would be like, oh, the initial settlers of America started or brought it over or something, but that's about it. And I wouldn't call that an American thing then. I would call that, I don't know, a Saxon thing? What we got? Halloween. It begins the 3-day observance of All Hallow Tide, the time of the liturgical year dedicated to remembering the dead, including saints, hallows, martyrs, and all faithful departed. Widely believed that many Halloween traditions originated from ancient Celtic harvest festivals, particularly the Gaelic festival of Samhain, or Samhain. I'm not pronouncing that right, because that's not Irish, that's Gaelic. I don't know how to read Wikipedia's fucking pronunciation things for this. So, a Gaelic festival. So, actually, yeah, I guess it was us then. What do you know? Genuinely surprised me. I thought it was just the... It was Christianized as Halloween by the early church. There you go. But yeah, I thought it was a general pagan thing, like a. He says originated in British Island, mainly Ireland, and was brought to the US by Irish immigrants. Well, hell. Alright, enough. Oh, well, fuck me, I didn't realize that was actually ours then. I just attributed it to the nebulous pagans of somewhere in Europe. It'll be my thing now. Chris is all about his like fucking Christmas, so I'll have to like, just massively front Halloween. It's culture. I do quite like Halloween's aesthetics. That actually wouldn't be too bad. There's just something about Halloween aesthetics and that sort of general like gothic or light horror that really speaks to me. Well, quote unquote horror. So who knows, maybe there's a plan. $1,570 durability. For high accuracy and firing. So, I mean, I'll give him that. It's no fucking wonder he fell to pieces when I had both guns blazing at him. I think I learned that in the English club in primary school. Yes, I was in an English club in primary school. That's fun. American culture is bits and pieces of other cultures. Basically entirely. All of it is, more or less. And well, I say that. A lot of its own original culture is founded in hideous, uncouth racism. So there is that. Oh, in a sense, that is based on... that is taken from other cultures and just twisted. Oh well, hey. I do believe this is us then. Destroy the Dominator, and the mission title is Daemon X Machina. Alright lads, now's the time. Which is why I find it extremely confusing and stupid when they start hating on other cultures, yep. Title drop time. He's right. This is the part where he says, well actually I wanted the Black Lotuses destroyed. I mean, he has the Dominator. He can probably just use its mad energy to blow up the surface of the earth or drop the moon directly. Oops. No, he was the thing he thought, god damn it. I thought the stuff else just had it didn't continue.
いつまでもあんなものがあっちゃ明日の寝覚めが悪くてしょうがない。
俺たちイノセンスを忘れるなよ。やっと本当の生きる意味を見つけたんだ。ここで終わりにするわけにはいかないだろ
う。全旅団出撃準備に移れ。
There is one good thing about this world. Is that they apparently got rid of nukes. I mean, yeah, really. It seems fairly obvious that we had the solution would be just dump what you got on the Oval Link at the core and see what happens. If nothing else, you'd kill Brave.
加護はなくても悪運ならあるわね。作戦領域へ向かうわ。失礼。
That is a good retort, that God save us. The devil's luck has kept me alive so far and not shifting now.
イノセンスを敵に回したこと後悔させてやんねえとな。すぐに出撃する。もはや迷いはない。奴の野望を塵に帰すのみだ。
We actually celebrated Halloween as part of that club. We went trick-or-treating and the old man got really upset and told us that we shouldn't support weird foreign festivals. I mean, it's very happy because we had a reason for trick part of the trick-or-treat. Then the teacher in charge of the club told us we weren't allowed to play a prank on the old man. Brr. It's all a part of the cultural exchange and learning. Put some dog poo in a flaming bag and leave it on his doorstep. Or whatever it is, or that goes.
私はあなたたちをサポートするために作られた AI に過ぎません。ですが、どうか決断の時を間違いませんよ。
Bit ominous therefore. Off we go. You can wield signs. I know you can wield signs as a melee weapon. I don't think I've ever seen steel beam lying about. I've never paid attention enough to go pick one up. This isn't ominous at all. This is the second game in a row where we've ended up in a big crystalline geometric hellscape made mostly of undulating squares and red and purple neon metallic surfaces, really. Dog poo in a burning stack. I spy with my ally something beginning with probably the rest of terrors. Or just little AI forces, actually. Hi. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's not good. That's water, isn't it? No, it's not. It's floor. Right, we're gonna redo this one. I thought that was fine, but then all my health vanished and I don't see any health. I should have been actually fighting these things. Next Halloween, after I moved the city, someone threw eggs against my windows while I was either asleep or in the shower. Probably the second one, since I would have woken up to the noise. That was really annoying to clear up. That's weird. I think that was someone being a prick more than celebrating Halloween. They really understood the trick part of trick-or-treating. Seems like the popular tricks are less about tricks and more about being an ass. Yeah. I mean, I think it's like, it's probably, finding some basis in like the rituals that originally came from as a like you know,
作戦エリア内に
some
設置され
appeasement
た探査機
ritual
を
thing
レーダ
for
ーシステムに接続します
unquiet spirits or whatever
短
the
距離
fuck.
レーダーを展開しました。
Usually how that
レーダーに影響はありま
goes.
せん。各小隊のリーダー機を介して前期のデータリンクを確立しました。通信回線を開きます。
グリーフめ出てこんのか。だが奴の出迎えを待つつもりはない。全旅団総攻撃を開始する。バレットワークスは小隊に分かれ突入する。
調子はどうだ。上々さ。少しは休ませてほしいけどね。さっさとぶっ潰してパーティーと行こうぜ。いいね。
Should have been cheeky about it the first time also.
どう料理してやろうか。全殺し。それ以外にある？
もうとっくにロックオン済み。
いい子です。派手に行くわよ。
はい、お姉様。
坊ちゃま、ご不満ですかな。
私とお前相手にこの戦力は足りんだろう。
さすがはバランタイン家当主たるお方。誠にもっておっしゃる通りで。では少しばかし本気を出しますから。
我バランタイン家の名のもとに正義を執行する。
What you got? Not much, must be said. That's assault rifle ammo. Maybe I should have brought the heal pod along instead of the lasers. This doesn't have any like healing items in it. I likely won't. What the fuck was that?
性には合いませんが、今回ばかりは賛成ですね。俺は仲間と戦う。
Hey, Dinky's here.
ハロー。そしてバイバイ。さて盛り上がってきたし、一丁やったらぜ。
俺を見ていてくれ。
パーティーを始めようぜ。
Okay, now.
どっから湧いてくんだこいつらはよ。
どこってクロお兄さんの頭に湧いてるんじゃないの。
あのな。
どんどん倒しちゃうよ。
さあみんなとっとと片付けて家にリジットのところに帰ろう。
Now let me move. Stagger after getting shot by one of those things. Did the stream die? Didn't die for me.
反応を2機捕捉しました。捕捉目標から強力な
Oh
フェル
good,
ト
it's
反応を
these
検
two.
出。エネルギー反応が通常のアーセナルのスペックをはるかに超えています。
させるわけにはいかんのだよ。ここを
Maybe if you're still weak to bullets, nothing's changed.
できるものならな。
すでに時は過ぎた。あとは終わりのない打線に
Well, fighting them 1v2 is probably going to be annoying with
誰
like
にも邪魔はさせません。
the ability to heal.
奴らはどこだ。
ルーキーの進行方向です。ディアブロ・ジョニ
Man,
ー
that's
ジ
good
なら
always.
合流できる位置です。
聞いたな。3機小隊を組め。何としてでも突破しろ。
小隊の編成を変更しました。データリンクを再確立します。
了解。聞いたなジョニー G。
了解です。ルーキー、前に出過ぎるなよ。
You really
野郎を
do.
ぶん殴るまでできるだけダメージを抑えるんだ。
Apparently now I have consistent quality settings. Well, fuck me. Thanks, Twitch. I don't know what prompted it, but I welcome it. That's a stry. Oh. I think Diablo took the final shot on that one. That's fine. That works out. Times I need to teach you this lesson, old man. You're faster now. What good that does you. You still wake the bullets. Greater Fem2 response doesn't mean better defenses, apparently. Not much we can ascertain. How often do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Evidently two regularly, for my liking. I'm not sure what he hoped to achieve by running out here, but he's like normal damage from explosions, so he can have that. He can say that much about himself. Just decided what I'll buy from the Halloween sale on video games. What's up? What are you getting? What's caught the eye? You're weak to bullets, you dipshit. Might and Blade and the Animation Arts Collection. Just us and the Dominator, is it? This might suck. If I do go down, I am gonna go back and swap the laser for like a healing pod support cannon. Oh, it refilled all my shit, looks like. It did. That's very nice of you. And also ominous. I mean, there's grief. That remains to be seen. If worst comes to worst, the Dominator can just blow up the rest of the moon and just deal with the title problems thereafter. We created you, or her. So we are the demon. Or Daemon.
どちらがドミネーターの意志を継ぐことになるのだろうね。お前がここに来たのは我々と同じくそれを知るためだ。
Which everyone is truly right. I can't be wrong, ever. I'm never wrong, I'm Grief.
外の連中は私の企みと思っているようだが、それは違う。すべてはドミネーターの意志だ。人類は己を縛る鎖を断ち切り、新しい段階へ進まなければならない。いや、進むことが決まっている。
Sure fucking talks a lot of shit, doesn't it?
運命を織りなす糸の最後の一歩。それが私だろうとお前だろうと何も変わらない。なぜならお前は私の
I am thou and thou art I.
だが私はできれば私として未来に残りたい。準備は全てを終えた。そしてなお運命
Am I
の
getting anything on Google Game or Steam these seals?
この
I did get 3 games from Fanatical's Halloween thing, which is mostly like either low rent like horror games or like a few good looking ones. I got From Beyond Prologue, which is a classic Jellico Chemco NES point and click adventure. I'll say NES, like Mac OS actually, because that's where the originally was, like point and click adventure style, and the style like Shadowgate and fucking blanking on the other 2 names. Shadowgate and those are 2. And that looked pretty nice. I also got, is it Omen Exita, which is like the like choose your own adventure Lovecraft things. That looked neat. And I forget the 3rd game I got. It was a isometric sci-fi, I think, if I remember right. Steam World Quest is on sale now. Which temporarily forgot the hammer's a mod. I've seen that happen a few times recently. That's curious. Animation Arts Collection contains the 4 secret files and the 2 Lost Horizon games. I already own a physical copy of Lost Horizon and played through it, but even with 5 games, it's still worth the price of €8. Well, €8.09. Alright, Grief. I don't have the Zero Shift mod. I see you're going for the double bazooka. Tap. Yeah. There's that Zero Shift fuckery. You don't have this. Oh wow, you like no defense. He's no defense at all. All this shit about promised future this, promised future that. His missiles are actually quite fast though, I will say that. Replayed Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, but in Deutsch. There's not. I once considered that for like, not for that game, but for like a, consider getting like a Japanese ROM or copy of a Pokemon game and playing that in Japanese. Well, I guess the language is just on the local copies now, isn't it? I was considering doing that, just to be like, hey, this is a simple game for children, should be easy enough to read. Might still do that at some point. Also, hello, Knock. Still talking loads of shit about the promised future of this guy. Goddamn boost system. I want to kill him and I want to tear it off him so I then have it for myself, because like, god damn the distance he covers with this. Although let's say it does keep wrecking his entire stamina, and for all like the teleporting to me stuff he does, he just kind of falls away in the end. Maybe I should just try and beat him onto the ground, where he'll stay for a bit and I can actually drill him. Let's try that. Yeah, working a wee bit better. That must really suck to have low stamina. Move. He's almost there. And got him with the AoE. You're relying on the AI to tell you.
火器管制システムの一部がダウンしました。フェムトコアとの同調が不安定です。
You get motivated by seal the fire things, you know exactly what I want. Wait till it's on seal. You might remember that I said I wanted to play Might and Blade 3 days ago. I do, yes. Also mostly like that too, my way. Sometimes there's again to catch my ass. Like sometimes in the pursuit of just seeking new things or whatever, and just like expanding the, you know, like broadening my horizons. That's it. Just having a little gander elsewhere. Oh, looking to seal and grab things I might ordinarily not have bought at full price. And he's dead. Time to loot the body. Saving on a loading screen, that doesn't bode the best. At least give me a chance to rip that fucking zero shift module out of his mech. I fucking want it for myself. Oh, we're gonna have to fight the thing itself. Oh, 4's gone red.
信号を検出しました。グリーフの肉体からアーセナルへフェムト粒子の流入を確認。アーセナル起動シーケンスを開始します。データリンクテスト正常。ジェネレータープール。
I mean, I guess if you can just pump enough energy in to keep it going despite
正常値の 700%
You know, despite all damage or missing parts, I mean, by all means.
武器安全装置解除。グリーフ機からフェムト反応を検知。フェムトコアが再活動を始めました。未知のエネルギー。いえ、訂正します。エネルギーではありません。
Signals eroding space.
巨大なデータ信号が空間を侵食しています。
I think there are 2 4s. Like, it seems that he has his own 4.
メインシステムのカーネル
Or his own copy of 4 or something.
神経接続回路から大量の情報が逆流しています。グリーフの生命反応を確認。いえ、これはグリーフではない。あなたは誰なのですか？
何を言っている？私はグリーフだ。グリーフのはずだ。なんだこれは。
流入する膨大なデータによりメインシステムの書き換えが進行中。異常事態です。
未来は決まっていたはずではなかったのか。頭が割れる。
メインシステムの書き換えが完了しました。明らかに異常事態です。ですが、すべて正常に稼働
Kind of bigger problems going on here for.
アーセナルを再起動します。グリーフ機が再起動しつつあります。
Yeah, that's kind of because it
あれ
isn't.
はアーセナルではありません。あれが何なのか解析中。グリーフからの神経信号とアーセナルの制御信号の区別がつきません。もう一度聞き
I
ます。
suppose this is the Dominator, is it?
誰なのですか？
私。我々は。
解析が完了しました。あれはドミネーターです。
Yep.
いや、私はグリーフだ。まだ。どうやら私は勝ちたいよ。
It seems to be inhabiting him like he's a puppet.
だから私に選ぶ権利を与えた。いや、私に選ぶ責務を課した。よかろう。私自らの意志で選択をしよう。それが未来を開くために必要ならば。
まだ戦いは終わっていません。戦闘態勢を維持します。
Do we get another refill, or we're just gonna have to go what we got? Because I'm out of assault rifle clips, and I don't see any ammo containers about.
今の我々ならば好きをも落とせるだろう。だがその我々に残っている人としての心、その最後の一かけらを捨てよう。私よ、これでさらば無駄だ。
Yeah, we got full ammo again, so that's good. Spy upon you. Fuck me. Oh, you have a lot of health. Perhaps too much health. I'm gonna have to fight this thing with a fucking. I should have brought a non-laser sword. Oh, that's not good. Get out of the way. You don't say. I'm going in there. Like, trying my absolute damnedest to get out of the way of this. Don't even know what's it. The enemy's on the map. Okay, so he's got a gravity cannon. Alright. Destroy these little shits and get ammo out of them. That would be great. No. Trying so hard, but it's just sitting on me. We need to get away from the ceiling. Don't defeat the boss before I'm back. No promises. Oh, that's the gravity cannon. Or gravity beam, whatever the fuck it is. It's weak to the bullets in some parts, it seems. This is upsettingly little damage they've dealt to him, considering we've dumped all of our assault rifle ammo. Yeah, you can't go through that pole, can you? Oh, that's deeply unfortunate. This is working out quite nicely, actually. He just stole my sword. Oh. I wasn't trying to charge into it, but I will admit that was actually stupid. Yeah, I really should have bought the heal pod. But access. Oh. Well, we picked something up. For whatever that was worth. Okay, I mean, I guess with that stuff to chuck at him, that's something. Oh, fuck. Don't steal the bazooka. It stole the bazooka. I'm not sure what to do about that. Fuck you. I can kick that off too fast considering that escaping it is basically a total crapshoot. What's he gonna do? Rip the shoulders off? Minor problem, that. Oh, come on. The amount of times you can kick that out in a row and just have it is rather absurd considering what it does. He's about to fire it again now, but we interrupted him. Since some of the boss enemies have that eye flash thing, I'm not really sure what it means. That's not good. Well, now it really fucked up, man. Oh, he can do that at a distance. The problem is we are now out of laser ammo effectively. Okay, well that didn't give me... But it's gonna have to... fuck about first. What he's still? He's still one of the guns in reserve. I mean, whatever. We don't have any ammo for it anyway. You might not be able to rip the shoulder weapons off, so I guess that's something. Oh wow, what? Alright, we know what we must do. Yeet. Oh wow, fuck me. It just went straight through. We got a lot of chances. Fuck you. Get there and do your thing, femto clone. Please, rip out the canister. The almighty Dominator brought it down by having barrels yeeted into him like I'm fucking Donkey Kong. Get. Come on. Why did it take so long? We actually got him. I thought I whiffed that because I was suddenly getting destroyed by laser. Defeated him by just winging barrels in him because everything else was gone or stolen.
心のどこかで恐れていたのだろう。人類が滅ぶ定めを救うのは私ではないと思いたかったのかもしれない。いや、どうだろうか。それすらも自分ではわからん。お前が戦いの中で得た絆、それが運命を書き換えたというのなら。
Always when you're dying is only when you realize this.
人類は愚かではないのかもしれない。私はこれでやっと解放されるのだな。ただ消える前に一つだけ伝えたい。私が見た未来、人類の次のステージとは世界の壁を越える。壁を破壊し進化した人類を率いてこの星の外、宇宙へ至る予定だったのだ。同時に私が人類の未来を決めることに迷っていた。だからお前を作った。自分が抱え込んだ。
And you did absolutely nothing about sharing that responsibility.
繰り返し絶滅する螺旋を抜け出し、本来ならば この太陽系が消滅するまでに到達するはずだった生命の外宇宙への拡散。そう、知的生命が生まれる真の意味だが、我々は起きるはず
We
の
were
ない
aliens all along? Is that what you're telling me, Grace?
そして私の創造主から与えられた使命を達成するためには全てを早めるしかなかった。
By dropping the moon?
選ぶがいい。我々と共に生命の真の目的を達成するのか、それともこの地にない希望を見出すのか。
Gonna search for hope, you can eat shit. You're dead and your plans are dead too.
決着がついたのですね。私はあなたたちがドミネーター。
4 was the Dominator all along.
デウスエクスマキナ。あまたの名で呼ぶ存在。私は個の意識でも集合意識。
Or it's possessing 4, I guess, one
こ
of the
の
two.
集合体でもない。ここにあるもの。私の力を継いだ。でも代行者たるあなたなら今ならわかるでしょう。私にできることは選択する力を与えてあげることだけ。太古の昔より繰り返してきた。宇宙を渡りいくつもの新たな世界であなたは何を目指しどこへ行くのか。この世界
We
は
can get to space without dropping the moon on the planet. You can eat shit, you weird alien AI fucker. God.
ルギ生きてたんだな。おいこっちこっちだ。
What was Life's script purpose again? Apparently to evolve into a new tier of humanity and then ascend to the stars and like leave the planet. Apparently just basically just like take the space and go on to exist. But I'm not gonna say you couldn't do that without dropping the moon on the planet and wiping most people out. Apparently that like the Dominator is just like some sort of other existence that's been doing this cycle with other intelligent life over and over again. So it has its own mad ways. Greece's version of the plan was not exactly smart. Yeah, that's the end of Daemon X Machina. That was the final boss and all. And to my knowledge, there's no post game or anything. Because like one of the things they're doing like an update schedule where they're releasing, you know, updates with extra content and shit. And the basic implication was that is that when you beat the game, you're done. So they're adding stuff for afterward. I don't know if any of it's actually out yet. It's mostly just more missions. Yeah, you did, Noct. You picked a bit of a bad time to start watching, didn't you? I mean, you saw like a super all-powerful moon-dropping alien intelligence get absolutely fucked by having barrels chucked into its face, so I mean there's that. Yeah, that's Daemon X Machina. I really enjoyed that. This is like a straight up, this is a good mech shooter. Doesn't do a lot, particularly like original or anything, but well, I say that, like, its art style is like very striking. The way its story is like fairly standout and interesting and all that. In terms of gameplay mechanics, it's fairly standard, but also pretty good. Like, it, you know, standard done well is still something done well. And from what it did make it into like the UK top 20 for like a week. Like on the week of its launch, it made it to the top 20 and then fell out into the rest of the chart afterwards. And if that's this level of okay success it can have elsewhere, then hey, we might, you know, first studio might get to do other things. Especially if Nintendo punted some of the money for it, actually, which they might have. Given the push it's gotten from them, it has like stickers and... not stickers, has souls or spirits in Smash Brothers and all for it. And it was, you know, given center stage at their E3 stuff, and they published it here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, really enjoyed that. I do. It's got, you know, it's basically like Armored Core, but yeah, Armored Core, but more anime and far more colorful, and just more arcadey actually. Like a lot more like aerial, heavily aerial combat, a lot faster feeling combat. You can, like, I do like all the, I'm not gonna fast forward. I do like all the level of customization, like the spread of weapons and types and all that. You can have a fair variety in like attack builds and everything, and armor builds, I presume. I just never left a maximum beef all firepower, which I would argue is probably like the easiest way to go through the game after that. I imagine it's probably harder if you can't just tank everything. Oh, that said, most of the enemies you face, especially towards the end of the game, are like fucking fast as hell and twitchy. I had to get like the process, like the top auto aiming processor to just actually hit things after a point. So I guess, you know, it balances itself out. That's a damn fine game. Oop. I think, like, really the only things I would ask more from it are, like, honestly, probably just, like, more weapons, really. Like, it would have been really sick if we could have gotten, like, the Rebellion's, like, a bigger sword thing after, like, the Rebellion, like, the giant sword mech. If we could have got, like, a even bigger sword based off of his, rather than just his arms. But even having, like, boss-themed weapons and armor for fighting them is actually pretty rad. I really like that as a mechanic. I guess the only other thing I'd ask for is, like, performance. Because while I understand they went for, like, scale and, you know, enemy count over, like, because the game runs at 30. They went for that over, like, raw frame rate. Ideally, I'd have liked a better balance, or just straight up 60 over that, but then things might have felt a bit empty if you didn't have the rather comical flocks of enemies that were in this game at points. To be fair, sometimes the slowdown was actually pretty great. When I would like hit a building, and like the game would like stagger as like the building comes collapsing down and deals like 1,000 damage on an enemy mech it fell on. Which is really, you know, that's like really sick. That it's like the Earth Defense Force thing, where like when the game staggers under the weight of something you've done, you feel like a fucking god of all power. And I had that feeling quite a few times from when I destroyed stuff and the physics made the game go like, oh. Welcome back, Emily. I beat the final boss while you were away. I will say the story towards the end began to like suddenly rush itself towards a conclusion. Like, it suddenly began jumping to like, oh, everything's fucked. Oh, everyone's like fucked up, and like half of the mercenaries have sided with Grief because this or that. And you know, there's stuff like, oh, Crimson Lord immediately assumed he was like the weakest ever because Grief just jumped and then landed on him. And that apparently was like the super ownage. Which is just like, no. Stuff like that, like, there are still aspects of the writing I really like the whole, you really do just decide with whoever the fuck in a lot of missions. It really, you're not like, the exception of Grief and his little crew aside, like the mercenaries really are all just that, there's mercenaries. Like people whose groups you've fought against or whatever will just be your allies next time, so that's just how it goes. And it leaned into that quite a bit, and I actually quite like that. It did a good job of that. Pull to win UK. Localizers did a pretty good job. I don't remember any spelling mistakes or anything offhand. And to my unpracticed, you know, like not knowing ear, the bits of Japanese I did recognize seemed on point with the subtitles. So hey. That's a lot of debug testers. Couldn't have used very much. I guess they didn't, just because there's 2 motion designers and 1 producer. And 2 actors. I guess they really didn't use that much motion capture then. Ooh. Yeah. I enjoyed that. Oh wow, it's even more debug testers, fuck man. I put a lot of work into the testing, making sure the thing was fine-tuned, I'll give them that much. So certainly a lot more than you see in like fucking Ubisoft games as well. Evidently. Nintendo Europe was just quality check. Nintendo Korea was just localization. Rayman Legends Origins credits were bloody massive. And to be fair, those games were like some of Ubisoft's best in actual years. I was more referencing stuff like, you know, the recent Ghost Recon tragedy and fucking all the rest of the messes. Just sign. There's this sign design. Like guns and all the rest of it. First studio. I'll be interested to see what these guys do next. This isn't their first rodeo. Like, they did God Eater 3 and they did some other things, but this is like their first original venture. I'd say that's a pretty great start. God willing, Nintendo kicks them, you know. I like that. Nintendo kicks them more money for their next thing or whatever. There are a couple of pressure parts of Ubisoft that actually give a shit about what they're making. And they don't get to do what they want, sadly. Oh boy. I mean, hey, it's better than the moon slamming into the planet and wiping out even more people. That was the best we got. Yeah, this is the leftover missions didn't do. Never did get that fucking dash teleport thing. The zero shift. Alright, well that's Daemon X Machina. Yeah, no post game. They are, again, as I mentioned, like there are like planned updates and free updates, I should say, with more missions and shit. So I imagine they're effectively adding a post game stuff for after, but that's, you know, they'll get to that. They'll get to that in time, I suppose. I might even try some of it. But for now, that's me. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. That's been Daemon X Machina. Up next is Blasphemous and maybe River City Girls. If the Steam thing works out, and if it's too tetchy, we'll just, you know, backburner until it gets better, or until we play them solo ourselves. But otherwise, yeah, Blasphemous is up next. That will be... When will Blasphemous be? Blasphemous will be either tomorrow or like Thursday. One of the two. Well, maybe not Thursday. It'll be either, if it's not tomorrow, it'll be like one of the... It'll be the back end of the week. I can't wait for Blastoise. Good night, everyone. See you.